The Masai Mara has always been a stage for both the beauty and brutality of nature. Within its sweeping savannas, lions rise to dominance, forge coalitions, and eventually face the inevitable challenges of rivals and age. Among the great males who left their mark on the Mara, Oloshipa stood out as a powerful and charismatic lion. His death marked not only the fall of a formidable king but also a turning point in the fragile balance of lion dynamics across the region. A king of the Rongai and Fig Tree prides, Oloshipa, often seen alongside his brother Oloimina, was a celebrated ruler of the Rongai and Fig Tree prides. Together, the two males defended large territories, secured mating rights, and raised generations of cubs. Their presence provided stability to their prides, allowing lionesses to hunt freely and raise their young under the protection of strong males. Oloshipa was particularly admired for his size and courage. He embodied the raw strength and authority expected of a lion king in the Mara. In September, the Mara became increasingly unstable as rival coalitions pushed into Oloshipa's territory. Among these challengers were the Black Rock Boys and the Salas Boys, two ambitious groups seeking to expand their dominance. 4 days, roars echoed across the plains as Oloshipa and Oloimina patrolled against encroaching males. On September 23rd, Oloshipa was last seen during a tense standoff, standing his ground against the rivals. It would be the final time observers witnessed him alive. Not long after this confrontation, Oloshipa disappeared from view. Rumors circulated quickly as guides and conservationists searched for signs of him. Eventually, reports confirmed that Oloshipa had perished following a violent clash with one of the Salas males. The fight is believed to have inflicted severe injuries, possibly internal damage or spinal trauma, leaving him unable to recover. Unlike lions who fall to human intervention, Oloshipa's end came in the most primal of ways, through combat, the very test that defines a lion's reign. Oloshipa's death left his brother Oloimina alone, now burdened with the impossible task of defending vast territories and multiple prides without his companion. This loss destabilized the pride structure in the Mara, making cubs vulnerable and opening opportunities for rival coalitions to move in. For those who had followed Oloshipa's life, his death was not just the loss of a lion but the loss of an era of strength and dominance. In the grand cycle of the Mara, every lion must eventually yield to time, rivals, or fate. Yet, Oloshipa's story resonates because he represented resilience and power during his reign. His fall is a reminder that even the strongest kings are mortal, and that the Mara's beauty is bound to its tragedies. Oloshipa's legacy endures in the memories of those who witnessed his reign, in the offspring he sired, and in the shifting tides of lion politics that continue to shape the land he once ruled. For male lions, death most often comes at the claws of their own kind. The life of a coalition is marked by constant rivalry, as younger males rise and older males weaken. Oloshipa's story fits this pattern. His last confirmed sighting was during a standoff with rival males, particularly the Salas coalition. Soon after, he disappeared, only to be later confirmed dead. Observers noted that his body bore combat-related injuries, consistent with internal trauma rather than human-inflicted harm. His death, though tragic, was a natural consequence of the Mara's unforgiving hierarchy, a reminder that even the most powerful lion can be dethroned in an instant. In Oloshipa's case, early rumors suggested he may have been speared by herders. Such suspicion was understandable, given recent histories of human-lion conflict in the region. Yet, closer investigation ruled out these claims. His wounds aligned with natural combat, not human weapons. But here are some facts raising concern among the lion lovers around the world that the remains in that photo do not match a natural lion fight or hyena scavenging. There are no bones, only soft tissue and intestines. Hyenas strip meat and leave bones, not the other way around. And a lion killed in combat would show trauma on both sides, yet the Salas males and Oloimina have minimal injuries. The condition of that carcass raises more questions than it answers. Second question is, when hunters hunt animals for their flesh, they pack the flesh just like that. No wild animal do that. Wild animals eat the much as they can until other predator came. So if this carcass is Oloshipa, In that case, some believe it was humans who took Oloshipa's life. Oloshipa was the most famous, powerful, and iconic lion of the Mara, alongside his four brothers. The loss of Oloshipa is a loss for us, the lion lovers, who cherished every one of his many appearances, especially in Rongai area, a hotspot for visitors, where he was constantly admired by travelers from all over the world. His death is also a great loss for Rongai itself, for his brother Oloimina, for the fig tree pride, and for the 6 young cubs there. The fall of Oloshipa embodies the delicate balance between natural and human pressures. On one hand, he died as countless lion kings have before him. Through battle, his legacy carried on in his brother Oloimina and in the prides he once ruled. On the other hand, his story reveals the shadow of humanity that now hangs over every lion in the Mara. For future kings, the battlefield may not only be marked by rival roars but also by the silent threat of human intervention. Oloshipa's end, though assumed natural, stands as both a tribute to his reign and a cautionary tale. Lions are most vulnerable not only to their rivals but also to the world beyond their control. Rest in peace, King Oloshipa. You are a true loss to all of the Masai Mara, and the Mara will never be the same without your constant presence.